Hello everyone. Today I want to talk about my heroes and how I build up my marching queues and troops. This is a difficult topic because every player has another opinion about it, and in the end, there's no fully wrong way to build your marching queues. So in this video I will only tell you how I do it and what I think about this topic. If you enjoy my videos and want to see more Fortune Hunter Golden Saga, I'd appreciate a like and a subscription. Let's get into the video. We are currently on my main account and here you can see every hero I have unlocked. So basically all heroes in the game. As you can see I have almost every hero at maxed stars. Only a few blue heroes aren't maxed out. Star levels are a huge component in my decision of which heroes I play and if I put them into my marching queue. In the endgame, it generally isn't worth using blue heroes, unless you're a free-to-play player, because they are the weakest heroes in the game. That's why I don't actively use them. I do have a few blue heroes in one of my marching queues, but only because there aren't enough other heroes to fill those queues. Let me say this right from the start. I'm not a fan of mixed faction queues. In my opinion, you get better results by filling your queues with heroes from the same faction. I know most players just throw their strongest heroes into a queue and hope for the best, but I believe faction and counter buffs exist for a reason. I win so many battles by paying attention to the faction buff, even when the opposing heroes are stronger. But what faction do I prefer? I clearly prefer warriors and riders, because in my opinion, they have the most valuable heroes in the game, while shooter heroes are comparatively weaker. Especially with Scarlet new in the game, riders are my current favorite faction. Her ultimate skill is very strong. When I build my lineups, I make sure that all the heroes are roughly equal in strength. Many players say it's not worth equipping purple heroes with good gear, but I disagree. I try to keep all my heroes at the same power level. You might not get purple heroes to be exactly equal in strength, but you can get them close, like with my warriors here. Same thing with my rider heroes. Before we look at my queues in action, I'd like to mention this. I'm not building 4 powerful queues, but only 2. As a free-to-play, or barely paying, player, you simply don't get enough gear to build up and equip 4 queues to the same high standard. That's why I decided to drop my shooter queue and focus entirely on a rider queue and a warrior queue. The shooters get whatever gear is left over, but I don't actively invest in them anymore. As a result, I have 2 extremely strong queues and 2 moderately strong ones, which I mostly use for detection missions or occupation phases. This way, I save on gear materials while still maintaining 4 functional queues. 2 very powerful ones that handle the main tasks, and 2 others that take care of the rest. Let's get into action. As I said, my queues contain only heroes from the same faction, except for my weakest queue. When it comes to beasts, I naturally added beasts from the same faction to the queue as well. This allows me to gain the full faction buff. This is powerful for PvP battles, among other things, but also for the Fire Fiend event, for instance. So far, my strategy has been very successful. Of course, I do change my queue setup sometimes. For example, when rallying a strong crystal giant or trying to defeat the next strongest turtle. I adjust my queues then, or when gathering resources, as I often use different setups for that. But generally, this is what my queues look like. Let's talk about some stats here for a second. This match against Musik happened this week on the Champ Clash event. This match is interesting, because I beat him, but he had stronger heroes and more troops. I simply won, because I had a full warrior queue and warriors counter riders. He had better research stats and more troops. But I had the better faction buffs in many areas and some stronger gear. That's how I won this match. Same thing with this match. Here I had stronger heroes, but the faction stats are the same. If we had the exact same hero strength and research stats, I would have still won this match due to the fraction buffs. I hope this video gave you another view about the way you build your queues. As I said, there's no wrong way. This is just the way I do it and it works most of the time. Of course I lose sometimes to mixed queues, because the heroes in there are way too strong, even stronger than the fraction buff, but that's not common. If there are any questions left, put them in the comments below. See you in the next video.